According to the Bank of England, stablecoins are the way of the future. Do they intend to implement a digital pound with Ripple? Let's start by discussing the latest developments in the XRP space. Here are some additional details and recent developments about ETFs and the potential investment amount. We have some liquidity-related updates. A new digital asset custody system is being used by Ripple. The institutional adoption is being driven by 3 use cases. Now let's dive right into this information. According to this Bank of England post by Chad Steingruber, stablecoins are the money of the future. The Bank of England says the euro will arrive shortly. According to Deputy Governor Sarah Breeden, stablecoins may make cross-border money transfers quicker and less expensive than the current method. After the industry cautioned that its initial attitude was too strict, the Bank of England is modifying its stance and is getting ready to start a consultation on its updated plans for stablecoin regulation later this year. In order to maximize value for UK homes and businesses, Breeden envisions a multi-money mixed environment in which various types of money each serve a specific role. Therefore, I wanted to see if there was any more information that we might be overlooking. We discussed the important context here, of course. Stablecoins are the money of the future because they may make international money transfers more effective and affordable. We should take note of the Bank of England's claims that stablecoins are the money of the future. It's intriguing that Ripple and SVI are collaborating to launch the RLSD in Japan. What do you call it? Is the RUSD backed? RL Yen then? I'm not sure what is the name for it. You could have RLGBP, though I'm sure there's a better name for it. Therefore, I believe they are looking for a means to put everything on the same network, which would be the XRP ledger. In order to reflect on a more accommodative attitude toward technology as it advances, the Bank of England is actively working on updated plans for regulating stablecoins and hopes to involve the public and industry later this year in 2025. The RL euro is also mentioned in the reference post, which raises the possibility of the introduction of stablecoins denominated in euros that are controlled. Therefore, it's not only pound RL pound or perhaps RL euro. Recall that the Bank of France has tested the XRP ledger and frequently expresses great praise for both the XRP ledger and the company Ripple. As you are aware, Ripple has friends in Europe, and I think that some of these central bankers discuss which technologies are the best and what seems to work and what doesn't. In any case, Ripple is well known for its efforts to enhance international payments, collaborate with banks, and provide tokenized fiat via stablecoins and CBDCs on its XRPL platform. Although Ripple is not particularly mentioned in the Bank of England's remarks, Ripple has previously discussed blockchain-based payment systems and interoperability with the Bank of England and other major central banks. Ripple is well positioned to support or profit from any stablecoin rollout in the UK or Europe thanks to its recent business decisions on ongoing work on institutional stablecoin infrastructure, particularly if legislative frameworks develop in the upcoming months. This video explains how the Genius Act is driving a Cambrian explosion in stablecoin development. I'll play this. Thus, I would like to return to the Genius Act. You brought up a few of the explosions and other dangers that have been linked to stablecoin in the past. However, how significant was the Genius Act in terms of the adoption and use of stablecoins, and I suppose the feeling of reduced risk when purchasing stablecoins? Believe that the creation of stablecoins, their use and their adoption are experiencing a Cambrian boom as a result of the brilliant act. Many individuals who were watching from the sidelines were aware that this was a better technology because it was quicker, less expensive, simpler, and there was no middleman to pay a fee to. To do so, however, they required that regulatory clarity, and I am referring to the world's largest institutions. Western Union, Citibanks, PNCs, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan are all discussing with you the possibility of either adopting an existing stablecoin or creating their own on a private network. They are also announcing that they will be creating their own stablecoin. Therefore, I would conclude that everyone is now confident enough to use this advanced technology and isn't frightened to do so. And it's that much better, actually. We've done the calculations if a bank or other organization wants to create a stablecoin. All of the study on this has already been completed. In the long run, it might take 3 or 4 years, but it would take at least 12 to 24 months. You must decide what you want to develop if you are starting from scratch. To build it, you must assemble, you must cultivate it, you must test it in a sandbox. After that, you must bring in partners. After that, you must cultivate it. To do so, a lot of effort is required. And for this reason, businesses will choose Ripple. They will approach Circle and request access to their infrastructure or assistance in creating a reliable coin. And since this has already been done repeatedly, it will begin to enable banks to proceed more swiftly. Ripple will be involved in assisting banks, governments, and other businesses in producing their own stable currency, correct? They will work in the infrastructure industry. Many people are discussing the countdown to the SEC's decisions on XRP spot ETFs, which is scheduled from October 18 to October 25. Additionally, you are now receiving tokens from Solana and several additional hosts. My own opinion on this is that before the ETFs are released, individuals will start to buy in. I think that as more individuals wager that the SEC will approve this, XRP will begin to rise. The market is likely to place a wager that it will be allowed because the SEC has done everything possible to demonstrate that they are a crypto-friendly agency, and it would be detrimental to reject a spot XRP product. However, we are unsure if they will actually do so. We would have to go through the entire process of filing a lawsuit against the SEC. Furthermore, I don't believe the SEC wants any of the attention on them at this time. Please share your thoughts in the description and in the comment section below. Do you think they will pass this? Let's take a moment to learn more about the amount of money these companies are managing. Accordingly, Grayscale has $35 billion in assets under management, Bitwise has roughly $15 billion, Wisdom Tree has $128.6 billion, Franklin Templeton has $1.62 trillion, and 21 Shares has roughly $3.95 billion. That is the largest one on this list that I have seen. What would happen if a BlackRock, Schwab, or similar firm entered the market with trillions of dollars under management? That might serve as the impetus to take things to the next level. As of September 2025, these companies are the main focus of institutional products and other spot XRP ETF participants. Mark McClug, CEO of Canary Capital, says he thinks their first 30-day spot ETFs for XRP will be worth $5 billion. We will have to check to see if he is right. Trend is utilizing a Delaware trust model and pioneering. Additionally, there are businesses creating trusts linked to XRP. The actual token is therefore in high demand. Keep in mind that we desire spot products. Since they will be purchasing new XRP from the open market, that will contribute to the price increase. Well, a revelation. Hi, I can see it directly in front of me. Sensei, hurry up. Custody of digital assets in operation. I don't offer financial advice. If you need financial counsel, please get it now. Let's return to the video.